systems online.
I am not Iron Man, but I am Ryan McCaffrey, and I'm joined by also not Iron Man, Jonathon Dornbush.
Not yet.
However, you had a chance to virtually be Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man VR for PSVR.
Yes.
We just saw it announced at Sony's recent stream. And yeah, they are very confident in this, seemingly, because you got to just play it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was going in expecting it to be maybe like, here's a shooting gallery for 5 minutes, but no,
Right.
I played through a 20-minute demo. Essentially, it had two chunks. One was a tutorial, there was a cutscene in the middle, and then basically I was flying outside a chase sequence with a plane that was nosediving because it had been exploded out the side.
Yeah. All right, so
Yes.
big question is, look, we've been so disappointed by superhero games over the years.
Yeah.
Iron Man plus VR should be a marriage made in heaven. Holy crap, that should be amazing. So how did it actually play, and what kind of game is it? Is it a shooting gallery? Is it open world? What do we got here?
Yeah, so the trailer that they put out worried me a bit because it looked like a shooting gallery on rail sort of thing. It's not. You can play in full 360 degrees of motion. They're doing some really impressive stuff. Basically, you can turn fully around,
Nice.
which, by the way, if you don't have those PSVR extension cables, probably want to invest in that because I was moving around a lot. But basically, you are Iron Man in first person, and your move controllers function essentially as his thruster palms. So if you hold those parallel to the floor,
Yeah.
you shoot yourself upward.
Yeah, I can fly.
You're speaking my language right now. This is good.
It's intuitive, but it takes a minute to get the hang of. The best way I've been likening it is basically at the beginning, you are Iron Man in the first Iron Man movie, where he's crashing into walls and not really stabilizing himself at first. It's a problem at first, and so if you played this game for like 5 minutes, I don't think you'd have a good time. But it's worth
Interesting,
sticking
okay.
with, because once you do, you get the sense of, oh, I can let myself hover with just one hand while I'm shooting with the other hand.
Nice.
Or if you rotate the move controllers so they're perpendicular, you can then thrust yourself forward, you can shoot
cool.
yourself down, upward. There's a lot of mobility, and it's intuitive once you get the hang of it.
And open world, go wherever you want?
So the levels that I were playing, you were playing in essentially certain areas.
Okay.
So I was playing at first in front of his California cliffside estate for a little
Nice.
bit, and then I was flying out in the air, and basically you were playing in a wide area, but the area moved with the airplane that you were chasing.
Okay.
So you had
That's
a lot
cool.
of movement though. Yeah.
Yeah, that feels good. Well, okay, so now you gotta ask the VR question of, did you want to vomit afterwards? How's that feel?
It worked really well. So I do get motion sickness occasionally. I definitely have had that problem. But in this, I did for the first second, getting my bearings of
Yeah.
oh, well, I'm flying. I'm not just,
Yeah.
it's smooth.
That little pit of your stomach,
Yeah,
oh.
a little bit of a lurch at first, but I overcame it pretty quickly. And as I was flying, you can move your head fully while moving in one direction but looking the other way. You really do have that sense of flying in the Iron Man suit.
Right.
And I think it works really well.
And I imagine it'll have like the comfort settings of like putting the black
Blinders
blinder
and stuff,
things on,
yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So the last thing I want to mention, because so far so good. Like this sounds like we might finally get a cool Iron Man game, and in VR no less. But
Yeah.
What adds to my optimism a little more is the development team behind this.
Yes, so it's Camouflage. They last developed Republique, which is a very different game than an Iron Man VR game.
Yeah.
But one of the heads of the studio, Ryan Payton,
Yeah.
he has been part of Koji Pro, 343
Yes.
Industries, and so there is a lot of behind the scenes. There are pretty confident developers and people I'd put a lot of faith into making an experience. And from what I played, it was unexpected, but I had a lot of fun, and I left it with the same experience I had with Batman Arkham VR, where you put on the cowl
Yes.
and you get that feeling. There's a moment where it's completely black in front of you, like the whole screen has gone black, and then the Iron Man UI pops up.
Sweet.
And Friday starts to talk to you, and you're like, oh, I get this. They nailed that feeling of it. And
Release
I really
date?
enjoyed that. Nothing yet, but 2019.
Okay.
They're just saying this year.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Well, we're definitely going to keep our eye on this for much more on Iron Man VR for PlayStation VR. Keep it tuned right here to IGN.
Good. I have a plane to catch.